On that note, we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome, guys, gals, ghouls, and everything in between, to a fun little rando stream. As we're going to be doing some movie reviews. We haven't done one of these in a while in terms of like a round table-esque style like movie reviews, but holy shit, look at the spread. The spread here of movies is no joke. These are the last 3 movies that we collectively have watched together. There's a bit of a range, I think it's safe to say. We're going to talk a bit about Mad Max Fury Road, 2025's Frankenstein with Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein, and Meet the Spartans.
He who shall not be named.
I got Heather. I got the basement with me on this fine Monday evening. How you guys doing? This interesting group of movies. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, yeah. We go from dramatic theater to action-packed punch in the face to
punch in the dick. I mean that too, yeah.
It took us 2 efforts to finish.
Yeah, I meet the Spartans. I remember we started to watch it, and we got to a certain point in pace. It's like I'm done. I'm out. I've never heard him so like dead. I mean dead serious. He's like I'm done. I'm finished.
It was just a series of back-to-back tarot. And to be fair, that is the best. That is the best part. Like we got up to the fucking Paris Hilton, then the fucking guy coming that's supposed to be Xerxes, and then we stopped. To be fair, that is where you should stop watching this movie. There's little to nothing good after that.
Shouldn't really even watch it to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know if you want to start with that one. That one's more like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, we can start with whatever. I do have the PlayStation kicking on in the background, so it's probably the background noise you guys hear. So if we decide to throw on some games in between, but fuck it, let's talk about the worst one of these. Let me switch over the graphic here. Let's talk about Meet the Spartans. Oh god. So literally right before we got on here, I was trying to make the argument of what was worse in terms of a movie ever being made of any kind.
You were trying to think of what's better than it. That is words you said.
I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah. What movies is this better than?
No, that's not.
No, what movies are better than this one?
Oh God! All of them. No, God, no. Sorry. Yeah, I did not mean that.
I was like everything.
Nope. Sorry. I meant to find. I was trying to find movies that are worse than this.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Now, to be fair.
No, don't be fair. Fucking slaughter this goddamn thing.
There are I wouldn't even call them gems, but there are a couple moments that got me laughing. So, it's not a true 0 out of 10.
No. It's just the conglomeration of all the shit that took this movie and just stomped it into the dirt.
Okay, so
it's infuriating. I knew this movie was bad. I've seen this movie when it came out. I still remember it being bad. It's just as bad as I remember it. But motherfucker, it makes me angry when I rewatch this movie.
It doesn't make me angry because even if they did what they could have done to make it like more watchable, it was never going to be good.
No, they just beat
if it's like the best they could have gotten of this movie, if you kept the framework and cut back on the fucking jokes that went on for way too long.
Oh yeah, I was about to say
to the point where what was funny they killed.
I think it's
I think maybe a 4 to 10. I don't think it's ever going to be better than that.
Oh my god, you're being way too fucking generous.
That's if you fixed all the problems you could see.
Nah, it's still being too generous. I think 3 would be max. Honest to God. Okay, I think we talked about this when we were watching it and afterwards. I think it's safe to say that the 2 things that we found at least the most, there's a lot of errors in this. There's a lot of things for this to be egregious for. But I think the two biggest ones is something Base mentioned earlier. They beat jokes into complete pulverization where like they just keep the joke going 4 or 5 times longer than it needed to go.
This is for
Or
jokes that are
repeated
good.
it too many times in the movie.
This is for jokes that are good and for jokes that don't hit at all. Like
Yeah.
they will
Yeah.
run no matter what joke it is. It's like we got to get 5 minutes out of this bitch.
And this kind of
matter what.
overlaps. And this kind of overlaps. The other one is the annoying goddamn product placement.
Yes.
You know what? I could have. Okay, the product placement I could live with. Some of the jokes I can live with. What I can't live with in this is half this movie is like pop culture references of a very small time period. It's like
there were a couple of them that even us we were like, what was this referencing?
The reality TV references are so bad, and they keep going for them. Like a panel of judges that happens like 4 times in this movie. They do the fucking America's Got Talent.
Yep.
They do Top Model, and there's one more that they do that I can't remember
American
because
Idol.
at that point in time, my fucking brain was just mushed into the earth.
They did American Idol.
Oh, they did
American
another
Idol was
one,
the first
too.
one, and then America's Got Talent was the second.
Oh, and then they did every fight scene was a dance off because Step Up was popular during this time frame.
So the part that I was saying earlier that made me so mad is that there were actually, they're not gems. Gems would be again a little bit too generous. But there is probably there was a handful of times that there were jokes that at least had, as cliche as they were, as lame as the execution may have been, could have at least got some chuckles out of me. And they either did one of two things where it like they let it stretch way too long, or just had some like fucking Spider-Man reference, like
But that was
Megatron.
Well, actually, no, that was still in the movie.
Megatron. What the fuck? I want whatever they were on when they wrote this thing. I really want to see someone. I want to see someone explain this plot to somebody.
They just think they're funny. This reeks of people that think they're funny making a movie.
Yeah. This to me,
like
this
everybody in the room is too scared to be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Give him the old.
To me, this is 14-year-old YouTube, early YouTube humor.
YouTube, that's the problem.
What?
And it's not made by 14-year-old YouTubers.
This thing made $80 million, folks.
Either.
80 mil. Not only did this movie make a profit, it technically is considered a success in terms of box office, which is fucking flabbergasting to me.
I think one of the main problems with this movie is most of the stuff that they did, most of the stuff that they did that was surrounding the movie's name, the Meet the Spartans, like the fucking like the core of it being a copy of 300.
Yeah.
That stuff kind of works more than the random Family Guy cut twos. I don't know. For me, as long as they were kind of adhering to some of the story structure from 300 and just poking fun at it here and there, it was better. Those jokes were better, even though most of them are still shit.
So I remember
they're still better than the random things that would go on for like 20 minutes. That dance scene
for no reason
where they're dancing against fucking Method Man. Yes, this happens in this movie.
Again, I would love to see someone explain the plot of this movie from start to finish. I really, see the more basement laugh, because you think about it, the story is just, it's like tissue paper. It barely exists.
Like a group of Spartans, they had like 20 Spartans, end up trying to fight off the Persian forces.
Yep.
But the Persian forces consist of Method Man and masked fucking guys with hairy asses.
Don't forget the blue screen.
They then dance off in the middle of the desert on a platform against each other. And it's not even good parody of like Step Up. They just actually just dance, and mostly like pretty good choreographed dancing.
So bad.
I just want to kill myself.
It really, really is. And I want to know how this got past studio production meetings to be greenlit.
There was a time though where they were green lighting pretty much every shitty. This is what killed parody movies for as long as they've been dead. They
Yeah.
greenlit all of these, like Epic
Everything,
Movie,
yeah.
Meet the Spartans. I think not another teen movie. I think was better than this, but
Infinitely better than
that-
this.
that genre where it was like really low effort,
Drunk with power.
low budget terribleness.
So I remember when Naked Gun, the with Liam Neeson, was starting to make its rounds, and then the trailer came out. A lot of people were paranoid that it was going to be a lot like this movie, and I get why, because I think realistically this is one of like those like Basement said, like the last chain of these like low budget, like low IQ, quote unquote quote unquote parody movies, because like, I mean, for God's sakes, it barely is a movie. Basement's laughing at the plot alone. Like it's barely a movie. And I think they admitted that the guys who did this, like, I think I talked about this when we were actually watching this, the guys who made these movies, like the Epic and blah, 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 they never actually watched the movies they were parodying. They just watched the trailer. So
And there's my problem.
So they don't even know like the right context in which to make fun of the joke, which is why there's so many things like I can't even remember how many like Ugly Betty was in this one, the
What?
Britney thing. Like what?
He just cut out for a long time for
He
me.
did.
God
Your
damn it.
microphone went dead for almost a full minute.
Son of a bitch. Better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying is that there's so many goddamn like dated pop culture references. It just
I'm gonna hit you up with a really quick synopsis of what I remembered happened in the fucking movie.
Okay.
Right, starts off we got Shrek being kicked off the mountaintop because he's
I
a
forgot about
deformed
that.
baby, and then it immediately jumps into we're introduced to the new Leonidas, who's super gay. I think he might be the only one that's gay, but they're supposed to all be gay. Well, he's not the only one. They show a bunch of like extras that are gay, but of his army men, and
The ones with actual speaking lines, yes.
they end up spending 25 minutes kicking people down a hole
Oh.
to copy that this is Sparta shit. It goes on forever. Apparently, too, you looked it up. They had recorded like fucking triple the amount of people
Yep.
getting kicked in the hole that they
Yep.
didn't
Yep,
actually
they
put
did.
on the cutting room floor.
Open hand high fives for the women.
They're like that. Okay, that is probably my favorite joke in the whole thing, and it's probably like he's super gay, and they're all kind of gay, I guess. I don't know.
No,
Whatever. They end
they're
up
not.
going to battle, and well, he fucking kisses Kevin Sorbo's mouth.
Okay.
Does that
That's how
make him gay?
Spartans greet each other.
Yeah, well, I guess sure. That's
why
that
that's
actually,
also why they're
that was the
extinct.
funniest running joke for me, because even when they go and they meet Xerxes and he waves, they laugh at him like he's a woman, or he high fives or something. They laugh at him like he's a woman. He's like, "You greet like a
He
woman."
high-fives one of his dancers.
Yeah, it's like, "You greet like a woman." But anyways, they go into this fucking it's the 300 plot line. They go into the fucking goat trail or whatever. Paris Hilton is the goblin guy with the broken arms. Because yeah, funny. There was a pretty good joke. Remember with her dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
He hasn't eaten anything in 3 days, but he's still pooping, which is weird.
It hasn't
He
moved.
hasn't eaten or moved in 3 days, but he's still pooping.
Which is weird. I do remember that line was, I'm like, what the fuck? And it was funny. I'm like, God damn you.
It was the only thing about that entire character that would even remotely hit, and it was like it was funny, but it was like, haha, not.
That was a fuck you.
Gut busting funny like people were expecting this movie to be.
It had potential, man.
Don't
And
know
all
what
the
I was
fucking
expecting.
Spartans
This
go
movie.
hand in hand and fucking prance down the field. And then
I love to get up and start getting ready to do the skipping to I Will Survive.
Yeah, they're stretching.
Yeah. Once they get to the goat path, everything just slows down. Right? It's just the movie is stuck there forever now. It doesn't really go beyond that. They
It
just
doesn't.
stand there and they're supposed to repel the fucking soldiers. It's such a weird where you could be poking all the fun at 300 as being like, fucking, it's a pretty gay movie. Like the original one.
Yeah.
See, you see 300 so badass, bunch of fucking men in diapers with super ripped bodies slowly killing each other. I'm like, yeah, sounds both gay and kind of cool. But yeah, in the end, that's where the movie stops and just falls off the rails. And then you have dance battles forever. You got Your Mama Is So Fat battles.
Yeah. It's...
Yep.
The blue screen and fucking big ass Xerxes, and that's pretty much the end of the movie.
Don't forget the evil, the traitor, the treacher,
Hero, yeah.
treacheron, or treachero.
Oh, Traitoro. For some reason, we cut back to Leonidas' wife, who's a big whore, and he doesn't believe it, and she goes to sleep with Traitoro. For some reason, they end up she turns into fucking Venom, and he turns into Sandman, and they fight each other.
Should I hold on?
It sounds like it shouldn't exist.
Should I try to read through the plot of this movie through Wikipedia? Because I think if I try to read this as straight, I'm gonna try and make this as fast as I can. But should I?
Yeah.
Might as well, yeah.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
See what happens.
I'm gonna try and do this as fast as I can. Whoo. Okay. A Spartan elder expects 3 babies. The first, an ugly talking baby ogre, Shrek the Third, is abandoned to die for its deformity, while Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie adopt the second, who was Vietnamese. The third, Leonidas, is accepted. God, they tell the joke. The third, Leonidas, is accepted as a Spartan for his already present muscular physique. Is prepared for kinghood through brutal training. As an adult, Leonidas is cast out into the wild, survives the harsh winter, and hunts down a gangsta penguin named Mumble, in parentheses, Happy Feet. Returning as king... What?
He also eats rejects eating a Subway sandwich.
Because it's got mayo.
Because there's no mayo.
Returning as king for his inauguration wearing a penguin skin hat, Leonidas sees Margot erotically dancing and asks her to marry him, to which she responds by giving him the combination to her armor-plated chastity belt. Years later, Leonidas is training his son when Captain, that's literally his name, informs him that a Persian messenger has arrived, accompanied by the Spartan politician Traitoro. Yep. The messenger presents Persian King Xerxes' demand for Sparta's submission. After growing angry with both the messenger's disrespect and finding him making out with his wife, Leonidas kicks him into a pit. Despite Traitoro's advice that the messenger's guards are now needed to convey the actual message, Leonidas kicks them all in as well, along with Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, Sajak Malakar...
Ryan Seacrest kills himself.
Ryan Seacrest and the American Idol judges Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, and Paula Abdul. Resolving to face the Persians...
I will say that like the funniest bit of what you've covered so far is probably him training his son. Because they beat the shit out of this little kid that's halftime a midget.
Yeah, you can tell it's a midget. It's like clear as day. Oh, it's like he's got he's got like the Picard haircut, the Jean-Luc Picard hair.
The Spears thing goes on for so long.
Oh my god,
They give that woman too much screen time every time she plays like 7 characters in this, and it's all bad.
She does.
Resolving to face the Persians, Leonidas visits the prophets and gives them medicine such as Neutrogena as their price for their consultation. They advise him they should consult the oracle for any advice. The oracle, Ugly Betty, reveals that Leonidas will die should he go to war. This is so dumb. After deciding while spending the night with his wife, Leonidas meets the soldiers assembled for his departure to that place and finds that only 13 were accepted in the army due to stringent requirements. Among them are Captain, his son Sonia... Fucking stupid name.
His son's it was like Sunny-O, right?
Yeah.
Sunny-O.
I hate it. I hate it so much. And a slightly unfit Spartan named Dilio. Once at the hot gates, they encounter a deformed Paris Hilton who tells Leonidas and the captain about a secret goat path above the hot gates that Xerxes could use to outflank the Spartans. When she has to be made a Spartan soldier, Leonidas rejects her as unqualified because she cannot use her spear correctly. Leonidas and his platoon soon face off with Xerxes' messenger and his immortals, beating them in a dance contest before driving them off a cliff. Xerxes, impressed, personally approaches Leonidas and attempts to bribe him with a trip to the Palms Hotel and Casino. Leonidas declines, and so the Spartans face a Persian army in a Yo Mama fight, which the Spartans win, but Dilio has his eyes scratched out and wanders away. His eyes scratched out so intensely you can see right through his fucking skull. Yay, editing. Deciding that to portray the Spartans, Hilton tells Xerxes where the goat path is in return for various gifts and having her deformed hump removed. Xerxes meets the 12 remaining Spartans and the war begins. Meanwhile, back in Sparta, Queen Margot has several confrontations with Traitoro as he is the vital vote in sending more troops to assist her husband. Following her address to the council, Traitoro publicly betrays the queen, who then betrays him in a parody of Spider-Man 3 and defeats him using a dustbuster. With Traitoro's deceit exposed, the council is united with the queen. At the Battle of that place, the Persians introduce their secret weapon, Ghost Rider and Rocky Balboa, who kills Sonio with a decapitating uppercut. Captain avenges him with Botox poisoning before being struck down by Xerxes. Leonidas pursues Xerxes and plays Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, managing to find the Transformer cube.
Oh my
This
god!
is where shit. Yeah,
that fucking GTA section.
Yeah.
Like it's written in a way where somebody could be like, "What? I need to see this." No, you don't. No,
no, you don't.
Would you ever need to see this?
Managing. It's all one paragraph. Managing to find the Transformer cube, Xerxes uses it in a car to become Xerxes-tron and shows off his powers to access the Leave Britney Alone video on YouTube. However, Xerxes-tron accidentally trips on the extension cord and falls on Leonidas and the surviving Spartans, killing them. The blind surviving Delio eventually returns to Sparta to inform Queen Margot of Leonidas' death. After a year later, Delio leads a new large of Spartan forces to defeat the Persians, but the blind warrior ends up going the wrong way. They end up on Malibu, where they knock Lindsay Lohan down as she is leaving rehab again instead. The film ends with the character singing "I Will Survive" on the American Idol stage as the credits appear. All right.
Like I said, where we stopped the first time, we should have never went past. The rest of it is just so low effort bullshit that makes no sense whatsoever. Leave Britney alone on the fucking dinosaur man.
Xerxes-tron.
Yeah, he walks too far for his plug, and that's what defeats him.
I want someone to make a prequel to this movie.
Fuck the Spartans. What a god-awful mess, honestly. Even for, like, as parody movies go, it's really low on that spectrum. If you want a night where you might want to take a lot of pills and drink a lot of alcohol and never wake up, put on Meet the Spartans.
They'll when they find your body, they'll get it.
They will. There's just on loop right there.
You just hear first. I was afraid. I was petrified. It's like, who is it? Oh, yeah. Now it's another. It's another one, Frank.
I felt bad for everybody involved in the movie. That wasn't the people that decided to make this mess. There is a dance
Kevin
number,
Sorbo.
and it involves a lot of people that had to put in effort to learn how to do it.
Yeah, they had to learn the choreography, had to learn the music, all of that.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, it's just they put in all that effort for this return. Do you not then, as a dancer, realize and hope that nobody can tell it's you underneath that helmet so that your career is not 100% ruined?
This is a clear example of nobody's paying attention kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think
Mom and Dad have left for the weekend, and we don't have a babysitter.
Basement said it, I think, twice when he's like, fucking people choreographed this shit, and I'm like, that's a great point. There was meetings about this.
It's such a weird because when I think of like a movie that if you want to make a spoof or parody movie, there's like a handful that are out there that should be what you look at as a building block. One thing you can't do in a parody movie is spend literally, and this movie does it. It spends, I think, about 25 minutes in total or 20 minutes in total on like music, dancing numbers and scenes.
It's literally what not to do in a parody movie.
Yes.
Yeah. More or less. The reason that movies like the original Naked Gun, the Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, the reason those parody movies worked so well is because it still stuck to the core of it and actually had like a strangely coherent like story, and the jokes kind of naturally spurred off of the main plot of the story. Granted, the new Naked Gun kind of does the same thing too, maybe not as well, but still, it still kept that like at least that core part for the most part. This just went like fucking off the rails.
if you look at the older Naked Gun, right, the things that they would make fun of that were like of the things of the time were things that were bigger, like
Culturally.
political, yeah, bigger culture, like political fucking things, rubbing off. I think it's Gorbachev's fucking thing on his head,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you know, like having the Queen and all that shit. But that's all stuff that is going to last through history.
Yep.
This is just like, let's focus on things that nobody will ever remember or care about. There is a guy that's supposed to be a singer in this that has multiple like these showcases in the movie, and we had no idea who he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That guy with the fucking mohawk or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yay.
I'm not gay. Well, he goes down the hole, and it's like, okay, who the fuck was that?
Oh my god. It's like me
So
making
many
a movie
weird,
when I
weird
was 14.
topical things that, like, if you weren't real, like, if you really didn't like reality television, you probably wouldn't get 90% of the fucking jokes in this piece of shit.
No, you would not.
Or remember them.
And even if you were into it, you'd be like, that's actually just not funny.
It's not like fucking the YouTube video. Like what? What? Who?
Yeah,
I don't like. Ugh.
I don't understand. Like, it didn't even make any fucking sense. Nothing makes sense in this fucking. It's just god awful. Should be burned at the stake. Anyways, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I want to greenlight the sequel immediately. Who has the rights? Who has the IP?
It is unfortunate though, because there's kind of a bit of a common theme here. I know it's gonna be weird between this and another movie we're gonna review. Where...
Please enlighten me the common thread between this and the other two movie, or one of the other two movies. I'm guessing which one.
There is a better movie in this movie than we see. There is a better movie hidden in here.
Violently disagree.
No, there is, because some of the jokes do land, and like if they got rid of all the fucking pop culture shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if they didn't do every one of the reality competition shows like American Idol, America's Got Talent, and American Idol, I think that skit alone would have landed better if they had just left it at the one.
I think if they got rid of all those things that were like popular for 4 years or 3 years, like get rid of the fucking. I mean, I would forgive the Paris Hilton thing for how long she was actually popular for, or at least in the zeitgeist of media. But like the America's Top Model, Got Talent, all the other ones, and the like Dance Off and the Yo Mama, like those are all terrible, and that's half the movie when you add all those things up,
really
right? So you get rid of all that, and you kind of focus a bit more on some of the original jokes that weren't that bad that they told.
No,
it's still never going to be a good movie.
Prime example is the high fives for men, high fives for women, and open mouth kisses for men as the Spartan greeting.
Yeah, because that's directly spoofing.
Your sword's digging into my back.
That's directly spoofing the source material in a way that is not referencing anything else but the source material that they're spoofing. So I don't know, like there is a better movie there. I mean, the other two movies are way better than.
I'm not gay. I just like sucking my friend's dick.
There's just so many things that they could have done and shortened and not driven into the earth by making reference to them too much or having a running joke. Not even a running joke. The joke just ran
into the ground
too long all at once.
Into the ground.
Yeah, this was it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. One of the worst, I think, parody movies that you can probably see.
I'm gifting the Blu-ray director's cut versions to both Heather and Basement for Christmas.
Oh, good. I will have fuel for my fire pit.
I love the director's cut. It's just fucking blank CD. This is the version we
the directors didn't even show up to their own director's cut of the for this fucking movie.
We cut out all the content. Thank you for buying. I think you get the director's cut. It's actually just 300.
Here's it done right. Oh God! All right. So what you said this had a common thread with one of the other movies?
Well, I'm saying there's a better movie in this movie. That's the only thing, and I'm going to say that works. That's my main gripe with Frankenstein.
Yes.
All
the
right.
movie as a
Segue,
whole
bitches.
is overly long, and weird character continuity, and weirdly paced, and weirdly CGI at times.
Yes.
But it's still not a bad movie.
No. It just missed.
Yeah, I missed on multiple levels. For me.
Yeah. I think by the time the creature came about, I'm like, because I don't know about you guys, but I got a distinct feeling that like Victor Frankenstein's character did a total 180 as soon as the monster showed up. Now Heather knows the source material far better than I do, so I don't want to speak ill if I'm getting it incorrectly. But I feel like Victor's character changed unnecessarily drastically once the creature was alive.
Victor Frankenstein doesn't act like a real person.
No.
He acts
Yeah.
like a schizoid maniac. Which, I mean, if that's the character you want to tell, that's cool. But you need to establish that a bit more.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like he was two different I don't know if that was on purpose, but it felt very sudden and like not warranted or earned.
If they had stuck, and I said this when we watched it, and I said it repeatedly as we were watching it, if they had stuck with the original story of Frankenstein, so much more of his behavior would have been better explained.
Yeah.
I think the problem is with that idea too, is I saw this thing like literally like 15 minutes before I came on here with you guys, and it's like ranking the 10 iterations of Frankenstein put to film. I'm like, there's the problem, because
Yes.
there's no room really anymore to stick to the source material if it's been done fucking 10 times.
Well,
Most
here's the
people want
problem.
to see some
all
sort
those
of
other all
take.
those other times, it was not anywhere near the source material either.
Well, there's one
Nobody in the
that
history of
is.
making Frankenstein movies has even gotten it close.
So the one thing I won't chastise this movie for going away from source material when it's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, not Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yeah, true.
So I can live with them going away, but I can also understand your point, Heather, of saying like, if you're gonna go away, make it better
Yes.
or develop it. Don't make it worse for no reason.
I mean, I think the obvious visually, this thing is beautiful.
Absolutely.
It is. I do have a gripe with the
Monster. Yeah, I
And
do.
his attire.
He's
Yeah.
too attractive.
Yes.
Yeah, this is this is the what the fuck did I call this? Oh, this is like the Deadpool problem where it's like Ryan Reynolds is burned as Deadpool, and it's like it's just him like extra crispy KFC. It's not really like
they didn't
he's
do like what burns
deformed.
actually make you look like. He needed to be hideous, kind of.
Yeah,
you know?
and so again, Hollywood. So you gotta fine, but other than that, I think.
Well, no, you can't say that, Connor, because look at Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, when you think of Frankenstein, like the look of Frankenstein, that's too goofy now for any movie to really adapt. Is the big flat head, forehead, bolts on his neck. So they went with like a newer age look of what you would look like.
They
if
made
you
it more
pieced
realistic
together.
towards bodies that he would actually find.
I didn't hate.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the
I-
look. It was not. I don't know.
It just looked like they drew
Yeah,
lines on his body and painted it different colors. He's like a paint by numbers man.
Yeah, especially when they had the hair. Just that. Yeah. But other than that, visually, love this movie to death. And I didn't mind Oscar
I didn't like
Isaac's.
The CGI really took me out of it because they like with the wolves and stuff like that. They look
Yeah.
pretty bad.
They did.
Which is this is the problem with Guillermo del Toro stuff because it's so visually stunning when it's done practically that when you get a hint of that
You
CGI,
can tell.
I think he did masterful work in the Hellboy series that he made.
Well,
The
because
first
that
and
stuff
second
was
one.
all seamlessly blended.
That's what I'm saying, which is why I'm so kind of shocked that the CGI in this is so jarring.
Yes.
when that movie he had it mastered. But it is what it is, and this is a weird. I found some things strange in this where, like the superhero part of Frankenstein
Yeah. He can
kind of thing.
regenerate, which means he can regrow an entire limb within 4 hours. No, that's not what that meant.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
I mean, wouldn't it be better if he like got his arm shot off or something to then search to put an arm and reattach it to himself in some way? He learned. He went and read all the books in this. He reads all of Victor Frankenstein's books that made him, or at least collects them from the explosion because somehow they all fucking lived. And just learning how he was put together would be a much better way for him to like rejuvenate than through magic.
I do like that idea better. I was gonna say something. Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein. This is gonna sound weird, so just bear with me on this one. I didn't like the character, but I liked his performance as the character, if that makes sense.
Well, it's what we said when we watched it. It's not Oscar Isaac's acting; it's the way he was directed.
Yeah,
Which is a lot of the problems we have been seeing lately with a lot of other movies.
I do feel like a lot of the performances are slightly over the top, like it's stage play kind of.
Yeah, yep. No, I definitely got that vibe
I don't know
very
if
early on.
that's on purpose. It might be, but
yeah, I think. Well, I think this time period tends to lean to that cadence a lot sometimes too. At least for me anyway. But then again,
it does. Well, a lot of
I've watched
filmmakers
Sweeney Todd a
do
lot.
it. You don't. Yeah, but Sweeney Todd was meant to be.
No, I know. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is that.
But this is like, yeah, I could if they had a fucking song number in this, I could believe it.
Yes.
With the style of acting and the visuals.
How they're acting, yes.
Well, you didn't get the Monsters like #1 hit going.
No, I'm so lonely.
It's a cover of Helen Keller.
Victor.
I was excited for this one. I mean, I
was let down by it because
I was too. There's still a lot of enjoyable parts for me, but I think
it's also overhyped. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that one. I mean, I fell for it. I saw that trailer. I was like, fucking right, but
like, I mean, me personally, I don't think there's a Frankenstein movie that I've watched that I've actually enjoyed fully. Like, I didn't mind this one, right? But it's just maybe the story's like maybe it's not the story's not for me. Maybe the way that everybody tells it kind of doesn't work for me.
It's the way everybody tells it, because I can tell you, I was worried about reading the original Frankenstein because I did love some of the original movies more. And then I read it, and good God, the way it's set up in the books is so much better than any movie that has ever come out.
I mean, to be fair, it's usually most books too, but yeah, I still get your point though.
Now, I do like how this movie starts. Where we start with this movie is pretty good, right?
Yes.
They're out in the middle. This fucking French Legion or whatever they are.
Worst captain in the world. They've been stuck in that fucking ice thing forever.
Well, they didn't know where they were going. They were just trying
clearly
to go to the sheets of ice with it like freezes up and forms around you, so you get stuck in it. Very common thing of the time.
Well,
People
you know
would
what?
die because of it.
This captain got demoted after the last ship. Hold on, let me just see. The last ship, fucking Titanic.
He drove the Titanic after.
Yeah,
no.
Would it be
time period, right?
Well, there is no specific date set in this movie because even in the
say
book,
it like it's the 18th.
Then the joke sticks.
Actually, it's actually closer to like the 1700s, but it's even in the book with the letters that the captain sends to his sister, just telling her and giving her the manuscripts of Frankenstein's story.
Oh, okay.
It's dated, but it's the day and the month. There's never the year.
So open to interpretation.
Yes.
So I really like the idea of
Dear sister, it's fucking cold. Signed, your brother.
Nothing's happened. Day 78.
Essentially, yes. When the men are ready to mutiny, I have to be careful, or I'm going to lose this ship and all the money that the scientists are proposing for me.
I'm surprised they hadn't mutinied by the time we found them. But anyways, this is I do like the setting of a ship being stuck in the ice in the middle of fucking winter, and they come across something that shouldn't be there. It's a cool horror setting.
Yes.
They end up bringing Dr. Frankenstein on board, and I also love the idea of it being like a story being told. Because if you're gonna start at the end of something, then it's cool to have it be like, instead of just random flashbacks to tell us why we're here, it's cool to have that narrative, because he becomes the narrator of the story of why he's there.
Yeah, I like that. I also did like the cadence of the when they bring Victor on board, they're like, hey, something else is out there. They basically allude there's something else out there. He's like, you need to put me out there right now and get the hell out of here. Like, he was prepared to die. And he was prepared to, like, and he basically like gave hints, the idea, like, the creature's after me, you idiots, save yourselves, go, do not help me. Something about that kind of, because it's not like normal behavior, because normally you're like, oh, save me, whatever. So the fact that like this, person who created this is now like, basically trying to throw himself to the fire here.
But
I kind of like that little setup.
I also like that too, because it establishes the boat captain as someone that's willing to help somebody, which is integral for Frank the monster to not fucking kill absolutely everyone on the boat. He does kill a bunch of people.
I was about to say
very brutally, but he doesn't kill everybody, right?
No.
So like, I think like, and because a lot of his story is like, oh, there's goodness in man and badness in man, and that's the Frankenstein.
Plus, it does give, while you're doing the narrative, the heightened danger in the background of like, he could pop in any minute and go after Victor.
And in this part of the movie, the monster looks pretty awesome. He's big, he's menacing, he's got this
probably my favorite look of him, honestly. I hate to say homeless, but
most of his face is covered, and like he looks like one of his eyes is like deteriorated, like it was like sagging and shit, and his hands kind of all tore up. They really fucked up with I think the regeneration is going to be a huge negative for me on this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Well, at least at the very least, the speed of said regeneration is but I mean, in general, I'm not a fan of the regeneration thing either. I will say him taking down the guards or whoever the fuck the crew members was brutal. Fun as fuck. I think my favorite one, I could be wrong, but basically he tossed one guy tried to hit him with a giant wooden spear, for lack of a better word. And he just tossed him. And then afterwards, there was a guy, I think, just walking up. I don't even think he was even trying to fucking hit Frankenstein. I think he was just running for his life. Frankenstein grabs him by the head and just throws him down neck first into a barricade, wood setup thing. And it just goes crashing right through it. And then the
The great part about a lot of the violence in this movie is when it's there's not a lot of it, but when it's shown, they really want it to hit hard.
Mean something,
as violent and gory as it is, because it's not realistic gore. It's
oh god, no, yeah,
it's dialed up, but it looks good.
Damn it! I want my realistic gore about a reanimated corpse pieced together from other dead bodies. Fuck it.
But then we cut back.
Then we cut back.
And we go back to Frankenstein as a little kid, which apparently deviates heavily from the source material, because there's this. They paint a picture of his parents being they hating each other or something.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad hating him. And then his dad not able to save his wife in pregnancy. She dies. His brother's born. And Frankenstein is essentially the black sheep of the family, while his dad loves the new son. And Frankenstein's having these weird visions of some sort of statue.
I was about to say, even though in modern regard, Frankenstein's a fucking genius. And did you go over already the brutal, his not brutal, but his strict father in terms of the teaching lessons and all that stuff?
No, we're in that zone right now. So yeah, you're right. He does he hits him with a stick. I shouldn't say
brutal. There's worse things, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's very much you have to. He's trying to make him into a version
perfect
of himself,
doctor,
right? Yeah, perfect doctor. But Frankenstein resents him because he believes his dad is the perfect doctor. and for some reason his mom died. So he's like, you didn't save her.
You just let her die in there, didn't
No,
you?
Yeah, that's what he believes.
I just love that, and for some reason she died. Why? Who knows? But it was all we know is that.
Well, he blames his dad for his mom's death, basically, because I think he looks at him like the surgeon that can't fail.
No, I'm laughing at the idea of like, what happened? We don't know. The mom died, and all we know is it was preventable.
Yeah, a pretty clever casting choice, but can be jarring, is they cast the future, I guess, lover of everybody, as the mother as well.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of fucking Oedipal bullshit in this movie.
Are you kidding me? It's all over this movie.
Yeah, it's very much like sins of the father and mama's boys.
Or how about
It came very close to being Othello.
although
I'm not gonna lie.
don't forget, as much as Victor hated his brother, they did have one thing they like to share, Miss Eiffel Tower over there.
It gets weird because there's a lot of weird sexual tension in this movie between multiple people that doesn't make any fucking sense.
There's at least, I think I remember this now. There's at least, I think, 5 or 6 couples or even thruples, I think, where we're just like,
What?
and we all kind of looked at each other like, you get that too, right? Like that, dude. There's some mad fucking vibes going on here. There's some mad. What was there? There was one with Victor. Was it his brother?
Yeah,
No, it was the
Christoph Waltz.
The fucking
who
yeah,
was
the
financer.
Oh, he wanted to lay pipe in Victor
They
so bad. Oh my god.
The tension, sexual tension in the room between these male actors.
It was mostly It was mostly.
But the storyline, they're not supposed to be super gay with each other. But my god.
Whew.
My god, were they super gay?
I mean, we were about one handhold away from a parade.
Anyways, we move on. His dad dies, and I guess the brothers kind of separate. And this is where we kind of get the story of Victor Frankenstein being obsessed with bringing someone back from the dead. And this is where you get his showcase with a bunch of the people in the courtroom.
Well,
before he plays fetch with half a body.
So, but right before that, though, wasn't there like an argument that he had with his dad because the mom died, and then like
he blamed his dad
that's when he sat there and said to his father, "You just let her die, didn't you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then he's like, "I'm going to be better than you are. I am better than you," or some to that degree. And then then the next thing was the dad died, and it's like
and they put him in a fucking the weirdest looking coffin I've ever seen.
Weird, yeah. What the fuck?
Did the same thing with the mom.
Yeah, I know. It was this big ceramic. They put him in a big ceramic toilet.
Exclamation mark. I mean, for God's sakes, what's her name's a fucking parentheses. Remember that weird? Remember that?
And she shows back up.
Every headdress she wore in this movie, she was in parentheses.
And Bluetooth enabled. But no, there was some. When the dad died, yeah, I did kind of enjoy that kind of motivation for him to want to do this, being like, it's a combination of like he loved his dad, misses his dad, and wants to bring his dad back, maybe even the mom too. But also as a way of like,
definitely the mom.
No, it was not the dad. He wanted to bring the mom back.
He's like, my mom is the only person I can talk to, the only person that accepts me for who I am. When she died, it was like over for him as a kid, and that's when he was like, why does a dead person need to stay dead? And that's where he got that idea.
Oh, that was.
I don't think he really.
Well, that makes a shit ton more sense, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think he really cared for his dad much at all.
No,
Didn't get
well,
that vibe.
well,
his dad was abusive. Meanwhile, in the book, his dad was the most caring person on the fucking planet.
So it's intriguing then that he's basically doing he is doing it for his parents, but it's for two very different reasons. For his mom, he wants to bring his mom back. For his dad, it's a fuck you, I'm better.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was trying to get at.
It's definitely based on his love for his mother and
Yes.
Anyways, we fast forward to him playing fetch with the fucking half a body.
That was cool.
Which was pretty cool, but and also weird at the same time, where it's like I'm showing you that like it would be one thing if it just like if it didn't play fetch, but it could like pick up the ball or like just do like things that a robot could do basically. But this thing showed like some sort of like humanness to it, and everyone was like dismissed it immediately.
It obeyed commands.
Yeah, I know. That's
remember he was telling him to drop it. Like to your point, like it's like dude, like even the most skeptical person's like, come
It'd be
the
There's
fuck
something here.
on. Yeah, like, dude, what else do you fuck? Again, the plot needs to happen. I get it.
Well, then again, too, it's like we don't know the quality of people, like who he's performing this to, right? Ideally, it would be
I
like
can tell you, I
scientific
can tell you
mind.
for the era that they were trying to portray, it was very heavily Christian, and
Yeah, 'cause
God
I
is the
can
only one
see-
who can make or destroy life.
So I can see like a lot of skeptics, but the fact that they are pretty much all skeptics except for his lover
Yes.
boy that shows up
Yes.
is wild to me, because the idea of like reanimating a body, even from like a military standpoint, would be something, right? And that's kind of where this Christoph Waltz comes in with his golden shoes.
I find funny that he's always playing a German character.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty much typecast.
He is.
I do really enjoy him as an actor. In this movie, he
Meh.
doesn't really shine for me.
So when he
No.
dies,
Yeah, this is where we end up getting his. Don't they meet up at his fucking like palace or whatever and start to discuss moving forward with the plans to
It's
create a monster?
It's an old water power plant that he owned the property of, that he was willing to let Victor work out of.
so I think the conversation, and I can't remember because I was very inebriated for a good chunk of this movie, obviously. But from what I remember, I think Christoph had some sort of preserved nervous system, right? Like it was some sort of like art display or something.
he did.
Something like that.
He was a budding photographer.
That was it.
Yeah,
And-
it was from the war that he was in.
and that kind of was like the bridge between him and Victor, where they were talking about like the shared love of human life, or like their fascination with the body and life and death and stuff like that. And I think I
We
can't remember
find
was
out why more so later.
I was about to say I can't remember if it was this point. I think it was later on, where basically it's alluded to that Christoph wants to do this because he wants to be immortal.
Well, the idea too was that he was
Ish.
he was sharing the lymphatic system that
That
was
was it.
put into wood, and it, like with his knowledge base of that versus Dr. Frankenstein's knowledge base of
Everything else in the body,
electrifying
yeah.
the circular electrifying the nervous system.
Mhm.
They kind of worked together to plan where you would start successfully if you wanted to
Oh,
reanimate
yeah,
the
yep,
entire
yep,
person, right?
Yep.
And,
now I
and this is
remember.
where there's some serious sexual tension with these two guys.
Oh my
hanging
god,
out
I think
together for a
they're
while.
the most egregious out of them all.
Yeah, it was wildly, and this is what kills me because you
They
could
didn't.
see that you could see the sexual tension between them, and then it cuts to his sister and his niece and Victor Frankenstein's brother coming over, which they're a partner and they're partners and they're about to get married, and then we switch and Victor Frankenstein is now like enamored with this woman who's played by the same woman that played his mom. But
Yes.
it's just like it's weird to have like one storyline that was unintended, which is the gay storyline, but like
Be
it
more
almost gives you-
natural than the one that's actually intended.
yeah, which it gives you whiplash, and they spend very little time
It's a great way to
on
put it.
this. David, I think they spent very little time on the Victor Frankenstein and the love interest girl.
Elizabeth, yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, because it's just like they have an interesting conversation, and then he stalks her, and they end up in a church. Or whatever.
I hate to say it, to be very honest with you. To me, the second the monster is introduced, this movie starts to crumble for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All this to this point is interesting, right? And I think it's also
Yeah.
the case of like the anticipation is that creation, right? And I think that's like it. To this movie's credit, it also does the same thing for Victor Frankenstein. Once the monster's created, his character just fucking goes right in the
Tanks.
toilet.
Yeah. That's why I mean in terms of it. Like, feel like it's just it's two different characters. But in any case, yeah, there's a lot of there are a lot of things I do like about this, but much kind of piggybacking a little bit off of. Can't believe I'm saying this. Meet the Spartans. What a sentence.
I told you.
There, you
That's the
fucker.
line.
You fucker. There's some stuff that I just wish they would just follow through with more. So it's the opposite where
some
like
stuff they should just get rid of
yeah
in favor of following through with other things.
yeah dying from syphilis of the brain, that was fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think we all laughed at that one collectively a little too
Well,
hard.
he had
Oh no
syphilis
no no!
everywhere.
We laughed at how he actually died a little too hard.
So I'm just gonna highlight
If
this.
If I'm gonna be honest.
The stupidness of this, right?
Yes.
We end up finding out that this girl is also kind of weird and she likes fucking sick shit. She plays with bugs and stuff. And it was weird because she was giving all the signs that she was into Frankenstein, and then Frankenstein, so she's like, I choose not to be with you. This to me, like, there was no driving force. Did you guys understand why she said no to him outside of the fact that she was just already with his brother? It didn't seem like this scene seemed out of order for what happens moving forward.
Yeah, I think that it was just like I remember genuinely how I felt about that, where like she's like no, and then it was like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah, it's like the biggest cock tease in the world, and then she's like, actually no, I spent all this time with you, and I'm very much more suited to you than your brother, and everybody can see it, but I don't think so. For no reason, for no thematic reason.
All it would have taken, and we say this with Marvel movies as well, is one sentence in that scene to explain that, yes, I do have feelings for you, but I already made a promise to your brother, and I, as a woman of my word, cannot break that promise.
Yep.
Well, okay. The problem is they don't establish why she. So they don't. Frankenstein should be basically obsessed with this idea of creating another human being, and that could be a driving point that drives her away. They could also use visually. They captured like a butterfly and her wanting to let it go or something, and he wouldn't do it. Just some reason, thematically and visually, why she wouldn't stay with him. Like, I'm sure this shit happens all the time in the real world where somebody cock teases you and it's like, well, I want to stay with my man or whatever. But it doesn't.
You do it to me every time we stream, Basement.
It doesn't work if you don't show it in the movie.
I've sent you.
You need to show me. They don't. They don't show it in the movie, and that's pretty much the end of that storyline completely. And now we skip over to Frankenstein making the monster. They pick up a bunch of dead bodies, sew them together. Lightning. Then you get the syphilis reveal from fucking Christoph Waltz, who's like very poorly hiding his like patchy head.
Syphilisness. He had the case of the sniffles.
Which, like,
had the case of the syphilis.
And that's when we also get the reveal that the whole reason he is funding this for Victor is so that he can put his brain in that reanimated body. And meanwhile, syphilis fucking affects the brain, so he would have ended up dying either way.
Yeah, this is where it doesn't make a lot of sense, because it does portray that character as knowing full well that he would not be a viable specimen to be transplanted.
Yes.
And then they fight, and he falls 5,000 feet to his head exploding on the ground.
That was fucking hilarious. I don't care who you are.
It's like somebody dropped a fucking Cadbury egg.
Yeah, his head just explodes. This is the beginning of the problems. Because the monster doesn't awaken, right? He slams on his chest, and then instead of doing anything, he just crawls in his bed, wet, and goes to sleep.
I mean, that's what I do every night. By the way, I think the retitle of this one should be called "Edging the Movie."
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Everything in this movie is fucking. You're edging the storyline. You're edging the characters. You have the characters edging each other. Whether it be
a cigarette.
The men edging each other because of scientific reasons, or fucking the women edging the men, and it's just like, what the fuck?
It's just this is like the drop off point. And then you got fucking the monster staring at him sleep, and
fuck. I'll take an angry, dry hand job at this point. Give me something.
The monster should have been awakened by the electricity and fucking ran into the goddamn building into the night, and then that's really what should have happened. But no. And then instead of like saying, "Oh, you should see the place they're fucking doing this shit in," There's a big hole in the middle of the entire pillar. Anybody could have fallen in there on a wet night. And
Dude,
instead of saying he fell
OSHA
to
would
his
have
death,
been bullshit.
instead of saying he fell to his death, he seemingly has to hide the fact that he killed him until he turns it and says,
You mean
this is a character makes no sense.
we must hide the body. You mean from the giant hole that's in the middle of this extremely... By the way, this is all copper flooring, by the way, so this is extremely slick and slippery. So you mean to tell me we need to try and like convince people to this? All right, I mean, dude, it writes itself. It's right. He's at the bottom of the hole. Why can't you just say he flipped down the hole? What happened?
It's just so nonsense that
Christoph dropped some Crisco and down he go.
Big time plot convenience for us to go to a place we don't need to go to. And this is where Dr. Frankenstein, he's established what he wanted to. He brought a fucking monster together and brought him back to life. And he just loses everything and hates the fucking monster for some reason.
Yeah, they got that.
What I really didn't like is, yes, we knew there were some time jumps, but none of the time jumps were really established properly.
Because weren't they getting married like 5 days, and all of a sudden, or something? It felt like they were getting married right around the corner, and then it feels like we skipped forward 9 months or soming. They're still not married.
Yeah, there's some weird. And then it's in a flashback too. It's fucking all over the place.
It is. Then this is where Victor Frankenstein's character changes completely.
I hate it.
I summed it up that he wanted to make. He was hoping the creature they created was like perfect and basically just a regular man.
Yes.
He didn't somehow account for the fact that putting a bajillion pieces of bodies together would need time to learn how to be a human.
Yes.
Fucking idiots.
You are essentially the father of a newborn when you do that shit.
Dumbass.
Yeah, like I mean.
Still enjoyed the movie though.
I did too, but this is the part. Half the movie is much better than the other half.
First half.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate that the part with the monster is the worst part.
Yeah, right. Like you think like the part like, oh, things are gonna get interesting. Nope.
The monster never see. There's no like. I think they should have tried to showcase the monster as menacing at some point first, before they turned him into like the fucking Poon Master that he became.
Poon Master.
He was such a scared little
Give
kid.
it up for
right?
Frankie the Poon Master.
I think it would have been good if they showed like a horrifying, scary side to him and then revealed.
Or didn't fucking show him. Have him
At
be a
all,
shadow in the
yeah.
background where you see the chains go off into the shadow and you don't see them as I could have bought that, but
Yeah, this would be another reason. Like if he had to like steal people's body parts to replace his body parts that were destroyed with violence against him.
I know,
that
right?
would
It's
be
almost
like
a
another
cool
scary
concept.
thing. It'd be like, oh my god, he took her arm or took his hand, and it's like it's because he's trying to fix himself.
Well, here's the.
He's jerking off with that one.
If we go to the source material with this, which even if this is the only bit of source material that they actually used for this movie, it still would have made the monster so much better. Now they used some of it with the hunters finding him out in the wild and shooting at him, but later on, after he learns to speak from the blind man, he finds where Victor is and found some of the people that he was friends with, one of which being a young lady who had fallen asleep in a barn. And in a panic, Frankenstein's monster strangled her as she was starting to wake up, afraid that she would see him and treat him the way that Victor had treated him. And so
It happens.
they find the people of the village find the body and no sign of who or what had killed her. It was just two massive handprints bruised into her throat. That's how they should have introduced it.
That's much better because that is like
Slow
the
reveal.
PTSD. Well, no, it's not just that. It's just
Oh.
the PTSD or like an animal that gets abused that needs to learn
Yes.
not to attack first. So it's like, oh, he did kill someone. He did a horrible act, but he didn't know any better because the first person that he had contact with tried to either kill him or beat him. Like it seems like they took all the wrong turns because once he's out there, he gets shot at by those hunters
Like immediately, yeah.
immediately, even though he just looks like a fucking man in the forest. So unless they were good with killing men in the forest, I don't know why they shot at him immediately.
I mean,
And which is why they failed with his look, because Frankenstein's monster is described as hideously grotesque.
This guy looks like if you just covered up a couple of his scars, he'd be on
I'd
the
fuck him.
runway.
If you cover a couple of those scars, he's GQ's Man of the Year.
yeah.
It doesn't really work very well.
Frankenstein's quote, "Ah, fire!" We'll hear more from people later on.
He ends up like at the end of the girl falls in love with the monster in 2 seconds.
Yep.
That made no sense. She for some reason goes down into a sewer
Wearing
by her
basically nothing.
for no reason. And it's like, okay, well, there's a big monster down here. And then she turns completely on Frankenstein. Like,
Yep,
what do you have a
also,
guy
yep.
down there?
Like, what
You
the?
saw him fucking working on a hunched over body in his fucking laboratory. That looked exactly like that.
And your uncle was funding his research, which you knew all about.
Hey, he had a case of the Thiffle, though he's not gonna make it today. Yeah, it was the weird the characters. Like I told you, the second the monster showed up, it was just a very like more weirder, made a little less sense. Just didn't quite click with me. I would probably honestly watch this one more time. That's probably gonna be the max. It's the max for me.
It's too
I
long.
cannot, no.
That is yeah, that this thing drags.
2.5 hours long, and you feel it.
Yeah, you do. You know what you don't feel is the fury of the road.
Why don't we play some Fall Guys while we talk about Fury Road?
Fuck yeah, all right.
Something visual to do here. You can put the Fury Road image up for a bit, and then
Fucking better.
While we get set up, yeah.
Anyways, Frankenstein. If I gave Meet the Spartans probably a 1.5 out of 10 because it's really bad.
Mhm.
Frankenstein, I think after having watched it now a week ago or so, and going over it, I think it lands. It's somewhere between a 5 and a 6.5.
Oh god, I cannot.
Material, I can't go any higher than a 4.5.
Ooh.
I can't go that low. I'm gonna give it probably about a 6.
6 is, I'm talking like that is my absolute peak score for this thing, and that is only, and I'll be honest with you, most of it is the visual, most of with the monster,
yeah, exactly.
with the monster being the exception, and I am completely a sucker for Oscar Isaac, and his fascisms.
I did like for the most part, the acting was pretty good. The visuals were pretty memorable. I like the set design. The score was fine. It's just the story.
The story failed so massively because of the cuts they made that made the story make no sense.
But now this movie, people were jerking off like crazy for,
myself included.
Which kind of doesn't shock me anymore, because there's like. I think the bar has been dropped so low that when something comes out that is a bit different and watchable, people are like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing ever made." But you also have like a bunch of people in today's society that are it's either a 10 or it's a 1. There's no such thing as the middle ground.
I really hate the people like that. It's like you're not. Is Zisco and Ebert are even wrong on movies at times?
Aren't they both dead?
My thing is, everyone's entitled to, not only is everybody entitled to their own opinion, respectfully, but also people's tastes are very different. There are things that like people will enjoy or tolerate or tolerate in for one thing, for making up for another part of the movie. They have wide variety of different. I mean, good lord, fucking the options out there for everything nowadays for media and entertainment consumption. Holy shit! So and we talked about this about other IPs and other franchises, other mediums like video games and shit, where it's like we may not like it or be a huge fan of it in comparison, but we get the we get the why it's so fucking popular.
Yes.
I don't feel that way with Frankenstein.
No.
No.
Honestly, I don't understand.
No.
I for it, but I do feel like people like.
I get the hype behind it.
I think
On paper, we talked about this before. You and me were like, on paper, Guillermo del Toro doing a Frankenstein movie with Oscar Isaac.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds promising.
The one thing I'll say is I feel like that movie would have been much better if it was more grounded. I know it's about fucking bringing up a fucking dead body and making it something, but when I say more grounded, because they tried to make it grounded, but then you have fucking a pack of wolves running into people's houses and fucking attacking people willy
That's
nilly,
fucking weird.
which doesn't make any sense. And then like there's certain decisions they make which take me out of it being set in like a real world.
So I think for me, there's a bunch of those like weird like head tilting moments in the beginning of the movie. I remember them. There was a few of them where I'm like, okay, that was sure. I think by the time the monster got there, I'm like, I can't just like, I can't make excuses anymore, man. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Heather, did you get my invite?
I did, but again, it's Fall Guys. I requested to join. See if it's in that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They also they were pretty inconsistent with the power level of the creature. I found like he was bending bars and then he couldn't break his shackles, except he had to really work hard to break his arm shackles, but then he just opened the fucking foot shackle. I don't know, whatever, fuck that movie. The last movie we're going to be reviewing is Mad Max Fury Road, and this is a movie that is,
there we go,
for me, it knows exactly what it is
and does not pull any
doesn't
punches about
try
it.
to shy away from it. Is very basic storyline.
Basement had a perfect description of this movie.
Take whatever you think about story and throw it out.
To simplify it, 3 words, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck the plot.
Yes.
I mean, there is a plot, and when I'm
don't know.
It's enough of a plot for the movie that I'm watching.
Yes.
I think there's a couple of times, basically, it's like we weren't on camera, but I could sense we were both looking at each other like we were just throwing our arms like, no explanation. Why do they spray silver things in their mouth? No fucking idea.
I love that though. They just drop you in a
I
world.
do
And
too.
They don't need to explain any of what's happening. They give you enough context clues so you can piece together that it's a fucking society of mutants,
absolute
basically.
worst dregs that survived a nuclear holocaust of some kind.
Man, my
And they're all,
ADHD
like,
was
mutated
happy
and
as
gross.
fuck.
They have a religion basically that loves vehicles and gas.
What was the thing? Remember me or whatever it was, or
witness me.
Wait, that was it.
Because they're gonna meet up in Valhalla. So it's like a weird taking of the Vikings.
You know,
into like.
You know what the movie reminded me of, and it's been a long ass time, and this might be a deep cut. Did either of you see Waterworld?
Yes, and I can see that comparison. But the thing is, Waterworld.
No, this is cooler.
Well, Waterworld was way too long, and there was way too many scenes that didn't really have the action punch.
Yes.
Yep.
They did have like a good action set piece in Waterworld, and I remember with the fucking Sea-Doos or whatever they were. But no, I can see the comparison. But I mean, I gotta say, like, from casting visually, I enjoy this movie much more than Frankenstein.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I do
I
like
think visually, I think visually, Mad Max Fury Road is like
Shit.
a masterpiece.
You're all gonna fucking kill me! Oh god. Oh god. There.
And you got like very unique character models for things.
I mean,
Everybody
what
different.
a fucking range of
Gordon
movies.
Joe is the best looking character when it comes to this.
Yeah, Hammy's got a little fucking midget guy that blows the horn. And
Yes.
he's got Nathan Jones as I don't remember what his name is.
The Colossus
It
of
was one of his
Bagaro.
Nathan Jones was one of his sons.
Yeah,
Whoop.
but I can't
Nope.
remember what they called him. It was like Destructo or something.
I got
Like
greedy.
very like stupid, whatever, but it works for me in that movie.
Yeah.
Very good action set pieces, and like another thing where visually,
Not a lot of
first of all,
dialogue either, right?
Which
not
makes
really.
the movie, honestly.
Oh, Tom Hardy too. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm
And it's
gonna
the
tell
role
you
that
right
he
now,
excels in when he doesn't speak too much, because he's a very good physical actor.
Yes.
I
And I'm
don't.
gonna tell you right now, the beginning like 15 minutes of this movie, there being maybe 5 words spoken is fucking masterpiece for me.
Like it's a car crash, and then all of a sudden they're branding him with blood type.
For the
Yes.
record, I know there's already a show of this, but if they ever did a Twisted Metal movie, this is the vibe I want.
This is what it
Yes.
needs to look like. Yeah. I think
This
they
is
went
exactly
to,
what I want.
They went to with the. I haven't seen the Twisted Metal show, but from what I've seen of it,
Not bad.
it doesn't look dirty enough. And it doesn't look this Mad Max. You get crazy vibes from this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. I like it.
It's frenetic, fast paced.
I've actually heard. I haven't seen season 2 of Twisted Metal. Season 1, I have my reservations of. Honestly, probably the exact same thing that Heather has said regarding the source material Frankenstein that I say about Twisted Metal. But I've heard season 2 is much better. But I mean, I'd take that with a grain of salt because
See, I think if you wanted to do Twisted
I
Metal, do it right, you'd
Yeah.
have to. I know the games aren't really set in this, from what I recall, but it has to be post-apocalyptic. It can't exist
Oh, it is.
in our world.
in the
right?
in the video games it says it's a post-apocalyptic Los Angeles.
Well, I'm just saying because like you go to World Tour, you go to all these places, and everything's well maintained and everything.
Well, we blow up the Eiffel Tower literally. So.
I know, but like, I feel like the aesthetics of I don't know why I disappeared, even though I didn't fall. What's happening?
Fall Guys, man.
It's just putting me back at the beginning, no matter what I do. I have been disconnected from the server. There we go. So yeah, the
the way you just the way you just calmly said that was just fucking hilarious. Like, I don't know why I did this. I don't understand, and I've been disconnected from the server. Do we need to jump out?
no, continue. Maybe
Fucking
Oh man, that
asteroid.
was fucking.
but yeah,
These fucking hemorrhoids, man.
I mean, there's just my recommendation is if you haven't seen it, go out and watch the movie.
Shit.
Mad Max is a fever dream.
Even the very first one ever made is a fucking fever dream because it just plops you right in the middle of absolute chaos as soon as it fucking starts. Which we need to watch. We need to turn this into a round table for Mad Max. Mad Max is one of my favorite, like, guilty pleasures.
I mean, I'd be down to watch. It's been so long since I've seen anything else. I haven't even seen the sequel to this one, which is Furiosa.
I
But
have
so
seen
like
it.
the only
Oh,
one I have
That's next on the
like,
list.
knowledge of is this one. I remember the old ones, like kind of, but not really.
Well, and so Basement can enjoy the visual.
Frenetic pressure we're gonna be under with this one.
Let
Only
that
two of us on a voice chat.
push it down on me. Touch the floor and the tiles, light them on the carpet, push on the wall.
Yeah, it's
Ah, fuck this one.
Yeah.
this one's it's a crazy movie. That's
Wait,
all I can
are you?
say. Like,
No, you're not back in.
no.
Okay. So
But
one,
the thing I'll say is it never
four.
gets to that movie. The movie never really has a misstep because even if it did, you wouldn't know. It's just a weird fucking thing.
Oh shit! Get that corner one. There we go. Holy shit! Okay. Nope. All right.
This is what surprised me because they interviewed Tom Hardy saying the interviewer was like, "Oh, this was you said in the past that this was like one of your most grueling shoots to be on. Would you be willing to do another Mad Max?" And Tom Hardy's like, "That was my favorite shoot. I'd do that again in 2 seconds or whatever." I'm like, why haven't they done that? Instead, they went fucking who cares about Furiosa? She's a cool character, but it's not called. It's called Mad Max. But again, this was like in the era where everybody had to be turned cool on that.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're an idiot. Get the fuck off that square.
Mass. Hold on.
He's purposely trying to lose.
No, I'm not.
No, the other guy was just jumping on
Oh,
you.
Oh,
maybe.
Rando, yeah.
And then get that one. There we go. Hallelujah. Okay, so this one. 1, 2, 3. Corner. And the 3 in the middle. What?
Yeah, as far as Mad Max goes, I think
Nice.
a skip. I'll probably give this movie like almost really close to probably like an 8.
It was fun, man. Whoop.
I think it's set out to accomplish. It has a fucking ghoul man playing a fire shooting electric guitar.
Yeah, that was
that's all
pretty
he
fun.
does.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Why is he there? Nobody knows.
Fuck
Just
the plot.
'cause.
That one.
God damn
Shit,
it,
we're about to
Cody's
lose.
on
No. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I figured we'd be able to.
Fucking thank God, this guy is a fucking piece of shit.
You piece
I'm right
of
here.
shit.
That one's me, Heather.
It's probably gonna switch after a few of these, right? I don't know what we're doing.
And we're probably gonna end after we do a few of these.
Yeah, because it is 1 a.m. and we're pretty much wrapped up with the reviews. I know we didn't cover Mad Max like we covered the other one, but what do you really say?
With Mad Max, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was awesome.
It was fun.
No idea what
A
the fuck it
bunch of-
was.
Cool, actual effects. Cool practical effects.
Yeah.
Visually, I think this movie looks better than. Well, definitely looks better than Meet the Spartans.
Oh God, yes.
It looks better than Frankenstein too. There's a couple CGI moments that don't look the greatest, but it's fucking 2015 or 2014
Exactly.
whenever the movie came out. So I can kind of
Honestly, that's the
forgive it.
part I think that blew my dick off the most. We're like, oh, this is 10 years old. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Pardon me, your fuck?
I think it's
Yeah.
just because they did so much of it for real, and all the explosions and fire I think were real, with
Yeah. I
like
believe it.
CGI embellishment.
Yes.
Right, so
believe it.
mean, and all the cool vehicles they created for this. Just a very visually
You know what?
distinct
Yeah,
movie.
that,
This is more visually distinct than Frankenstein, which is bad because Frankenstein should be more visually distinct.
Yes. But here we are.
Hmm
Breathe,
And
falling.
it's the gripe that we've had with so many movies, because we have a regressed is CGI compared to
We've
what
also-
we were in the fucking 90s.
I don't even think, honestly, the CGI isn't the part that upsets me the most. It's the fucking writing.
Yeah, we've regressed in almost everything
Yes.
in filmmaking, and a lot of I think a lot of it has to do not just with checking boxes, but also with. I think you've got a new age of writers that don't understand how to really write a story. There's a lot of self-inserting I get from modern day writing,
Yes.
where it's like this story would be better if it had bits of me in it.
Yeah, I don't.
Which is fine as long as the plot doesn't
Well, as long
suffer.
as you're yeah, exactly. If you, it's fine for putting bits of you in a story if the plot
doesn't suffer.
accepts it. But
Yeah.
if it's directly going against the plot, come on. I'll still never forgive the fact that Victor Frankenstein became two people.
He really fucking did. Like, I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it really felt like I'm like, what the fuck are you now?
Like a wild turn into villain, into becoming like a terrible
Unnecessarily.
villain. Yeah.
Well,
you could have told the story where he did become
let me rephrase. I want to say that was really what it was. It wasn't unnecessarily. It was like you said the point of he wasn't perfect, which that makes all the sense in the world. They just didn't portray it the right way.
Establish his heel turn.
Fine.
He just had a massive heel turn.
Oh shit. Top 20%.
The one thing I'll say, Alpha, is they'll need to learn soon because, and I think some studios have picked up on it, because you can word of mouth is always the practical effects are always applauded by people, audience going fucking moviegoers.
Mm-hmm.
And very rarely do you see people being like, man, the CGI was really great in that. CGI needs to be the background for things you can't do practically.
Like they did with Pirates. The CGI was Davy Jones' face.
I think that's probably the best example.
Yeah. But it's also try to do everything practically, and then the one CGI thing, put a ton of money and effort into the one thing you need to make it as close to real as possible.
It's a level of commitment and care for your story and your movie that adds an extra element to it. And usually there's oh god, okay, see wrong with it. Put in. Gonna make it good. Whoop, go through. There we go. Alright, come on. Ow. Oh, son of a bitch! Alright, we're almost there. We're at 50. Ow. No help to me.
That's why I am no matter what, even if I don't like some of his movies, Christopher Nolan does try.
I can't wait for Odyssey.
And make as much practically as he can.
Yep. Fucking A.
Yeah, he tries to make it as much practically as he can, where the visual effects never look really. I can tell you, Interstellar was a fucking beautiful looking movie.
Yeah, it was. It was. No?
What?
I have not seen Interstellar yet.
Oh, it's probably one of my favorite movies he's done.
Up there. It's up there.
Might be my favorite of what he's done, just because I love space.
I do know the soundtrack for that was.
Soundtrack is great.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. But he gets the best fucking people, like Hans Zimmer.
I'm no joke. I think out of even more than any of the fucking Marvel shit coming out next year, I think Odyssey is probably my most anticipated, the movie I'm most excited for next year. What the fuck?
You have to avoid being jinxed.
How do you get jinxed?
Well,
is it tag?
Are we jinxed right now?
Okay.
No, you'll have a pink cloud around you if you are.
Okay. I see. Yep. Don't get dirty.
Don't get the stitches.
Don't get in case the syphilis.
Don't go after your own teammate, you fucking idiot.
Just stay back here and hopefully. No.
Watch out for my balls.
Oh, they're so close to me. I'm best TD'd.
It's COVID.
Am I yellow? Who's
How
what
much
team am I
time do
going
we
for?
have left?
Blue?
We're yellow. There's yellow and blue.
Or blue or whatever the fuck. Oh god.
I'm gonna get you.
Do you have to get the entire team? Oh
Yeah,
shit, no! You fuckers! Oh. See ya, motherfucker! Pew. Oh shit, no! I got jinxed. You
Yes.
dirty bitches.
All I see is cheese.
No.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh, that was a narrow escape. No!
Oh, there, hang on. No! Damn, that was tough. Alright, exit quick.
That's it. I hit the fucking circle. What the hell?
I think the problem, Alpha, is like if you're talking about practical effects, a lot of practical effects are hard to work with, and if you're going to do something with them, like blow them up or something, that's a one and done. And then you gotta wait for them to be rebuilt and things like that. So, and you have to do it while in camera. You can't kind of fix it in post.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, becomes such a commonality with movies where it's like, oh, this looks like shit. Don't worry, we'll make it look better when the movie's on the cutting room floor.
It literally turned into like a gag.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll fix it in post.
Yep.
What the fuck? Alright. Try again. There we go. Woo!
But I do think practical effects are gonna make a comeback. You could see just when Star Wars started to Disney started to do Star Wars projects that did have some practical effects, like the first Star Wars of the new trilogy and The Mandalorian for the first couple seasons, where they made things look like they'd have a practical set and then CGI.
I noticed it in Mando.
Yeah. And then visually, I'm like, it just looks so much better. My eyes don't have to fool themselves into what they're believing.
Yep. The fuck? No,
I even saw it in the new Jurassic Park movie, which is not a good movie. Just forewarning. It's not terrible as the other ones of the new trilogy, but it's not a good movie. They do have some practical effects. At least they're trying to bring it back, right? But I don't know.
A for effort.
Yeah. But it's at the point where we're gonna start having AI influence movies as well. I mean, there's already an entirely AI done progressive commercial airing on TV here.
Fuck, Coca-Cola is doing their
they
classic
too.
Christmas commercial that was completely AI generated, and you can tell.
Yeah. If you've ever seen anything AI generated online, it's pretty easy to tell with the big companies that do it, but man, some things I see online, I'm like, I don't know. But I'm
it's
like,
a possibility, but it's also
somewhat
very
certain.
possible it's real.
Yeah.
I
The amount of AI shit I see now is like
skyrocketed.
it's like 100 times more prevalent on my Twitter feed.
Especially in the
than it
last, I
was,
think, like right after the
3
summer.
months ago.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
crazy.
I will say this: there's been some fucking funny ass videos that people have made with AI, which is the way it
Some
should
of them
be
are
intended.
I'd rather watch this version of
Yeah, yeah.
than
Right?
real. It's fucking Mr. Rogers versus whoever.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I saw one. It was an anime of Jesus, and the guy goes, "Thomas, Jesus rose from the dead." He goes, "No way." And then he opens the door and goes, "Yahweh." Bunch of...
Good ones, man.
My favorite one so far has been the super fat chick zip lining across the Grand Canyon.
Oh my god, those are... Yeah, those are gold. Fun fact, I actually witnessed that live in person, too. What?
Really?
Yeah.
I would never zip line across the Grand Canyon.
Come on, god damn it. Can't angle. Oh, fuck you. God, I hate it.
Horribly.
Nope.
Trust ball.
God, and get. Alright, fuck out of here, man. Nope, I'm gonna stay here for a second. Alright, there we go. This isn't looking good.
Some hope. Salvation is at hand.
Oh shit. Oh fuck right off. Fell right in the cracks. Right. Take your fucking time.
I think AI is going to be one of those things. It's going to be like the fucking computer / internet era, where so many people were like, "Oh my god, it's going to kill everybody's jobs and ruin everything," and then it'll become a tool.
I was way too late.
Oh really?
Yeah, get out quick.
You were at any
I couldn't.
place.
I got stuck. Son of a bitch.
All right, let's play 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
And then watch our first Mad Max.
Are we watching? Are we doing D&D tomorrow? Oh, no, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Anything special?
I don't know about Wednesday because I don't know what Ron's plans for Thanksgiving are.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna assume it's not happening
Yeah.
on Wednesday, because like if the next day is Thanksgiving, then
Yes.
good luck.
Plus, we are taking Wendy to go see Zootopia 2. So.
Heard good things so far. Heard it was better than the first one.
I thought the first one
Yeah,
wasn't
about
bad.
that.
I also wanted to have sex with the rabbit, so this is something about me.
No, it's not you. It's not just you.
I got the Lola Bunny vibes.
Oh my! Oh,
Yeah.
fucking! I mean,
What do you want from me?
no, I'm
Man.
agreeing
No,
with. I'm on your side, man.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the world that will judge me for what I've said.
Us, because I'm in the exact same boat as you.
I'm going to tell you right now, you are not the only one who wanted to bag Lola Bunny.
See?
There are plenty of others within the older millennials that wanted to as well.
I wanted to bang fucking Nala, and she's a lion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those doomy eyes.
Oh yeah, see, she had that down pat. It's like, hi, baby, Simba's fucked.
Well, actually, I would tell you right now,
Give me some of that puss.
that was the first Disney movie that portrayed sex because lions do have sex that way.
With their eyes?
No. Female
Yeah,
lion on her
so-
back, female lion on top.
Damn.
Right.
Why don't they call it? Instead of missionary, they should call it lion style.
Yeah.
Open lion style. Boo, doo, 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 doo.
Start saying, get off me, sir. Let me hit every fucking thing I can find.
Open lion style.
Some Gangnam style.
I wish I was fatter and greasier. Finally, my time has come. Hit that.
Greasy.
Hit that boost.
Grease me up. Grease me up.
Grease me up, you son of a bitch.
I entered.
I might put it the wrong way.
Fucking Gangnam style.
We gotta qualify on that one.
Well, we're in 7th right now.
And there's basement.
I've
And
joined the
hander.
hole. It's where
Top 6.
fucking-
We're good. We're good.
It's where syphilis filter.
Oh, you had the syphils too?
It's a big hole.
We made it. We were 6th place and it was top 6. What the fuck?
No. We're shit, is what we are.
It just
okay?
said. You.
I think our rando did not make it for us.
Ah, you dickhole.
God, I kind of like lost my footing and fucking fell into a wall earlier.
In real life?
Like I shoulder tackled a wall.
Wait, in
and
real life?
Yeah, in real
Alright.
life.
Basement, what is it with you and attacking furniture? First you elbow dropped your couch. Now you're shoulder blocking a wall. What the fuck?
Oh,
Dude, I
man,
wanna-
the wall won. The wall won big time. My shoulder is aching. Hopefully I'm not broken anything. Except for my ego.
Right.
Yeah, my heart. Do.
Can't break my heart.
You can break your heart. I just
Someone
don't.
watch fucking Your Highness. I need to know how bad that movie was.
What movie?
Your Highness.
That's what I'm doing. So you can call me right now.
It's a fucking D&D comedy movie
Oh, I've heard of this.
with
It's-
James Franco and Danny McBride.
Yeah. I mean,
It should be good, but I can't
Yeah.
remember it being not
yeah.
good.
no,
it
I've
should be good, but I don't have faith. either.
I've heard its levels of. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's got to be better than Ohio Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Nice doggy.
You guys miss James Franco?
Not really.
No,
Yeah, me neither.
honestly, I like his little brother better.
Nah. I like James Franco better than his little brother. His little brother
It's not by much.
pissed me off. Something with his face pissed me off.
He's
That's your
He's-
excuse with everybody.
he's definitely got the Weasley
Douchebag face?
the Weasley supervillain sidekick face.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a role I really liked him in. He almost needed to be like fucking the Green Goblin or Hobgoblin or whatever. He's got that fucking face, even though his brother was fucking Green Goblin or Hobgoblin.
About to say
He looks more like it.
full tilt. Rated R starts
James
Friday.
Franco always looked like he was a 35-year-old man.
He really did.
So well, I guess he fit in that fucking that movie with Spider-Man because, good God, Tobey Maguire's old man face.
Strawberries.
like
Oh
Morgan
shit!
Freeman.
What the fuck?
Well, thanks for. Okay, I guess we're all just falling down. I guess we got disconnected.
Forever. Yep, I got disconnected.
No, I'm back at the top now.
Yep, I got disconnected.
Oh. Fall Guys, what's going on with the servers? Dog.
All right, are you guys in the game yet or no?
I'm back
We're
at
in the
this thing.
game, man. We just
Okay.
got
I'm ready now.
disconnected from that map.
Okay. Hey, all right. Me and Basement are okay. There we go. Woo. Sorry, please go back and watch what happened to me.
We have to retire soon.
It's the same thing happened to me.
Okay, where you just fell and
Yes.
I jumped on the platform and the platform just
Instantly,
Just
straight up.
instantly,
yeah, okay. I'm like, I don't trust shit anymore.
Yeah, no. This may be a game we have to retire soon because of servers acting up like this.
Well, it's getting older, and you can tell because the squads aren't filling up like they used to.
Yes.
Mhm.
That it's gonna be one of those things where you eventually join and be playing against like 10 people,
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
they have a huge update that changes a bunch of things.
Which I don't see them doing because they're making enough money off of the kudos.
Well,
money
I was about.
There's enough new games that have kind of like filled the gap for this type of thing. Like Peak
Yeah.
is one of them,
Yeah.
and all the fucking like Ark Raiders, that game and games like that, Helldivers, they're all dependent on a high player.
Yeah,
count.
Battlefield 6 just came out too.
Yeah, a lot of
Because
things like that.
I mean, realistically, the only things they have that can change are obviously the levels themselves, the skins, and that's really
And that's
Really
and they
it.
change that every week.
unless
So-
they introduce a new mode.
You could do like a tournament mode or something.
Yeah,
where
well,
it's
yeah.
a bracketed tournament of like 4 versus 4 in like an 8 bracket, and they just move on after that.
That's the
Yeah.
only really thing you can do to kind of really entice people to come back.
That's
Hey,
one of
it
those
was
games that
fun
like
while it lasted at least.
yeah, it's one of those games that will probably exist long after its player count drops relatively low
Yes.
because the only thing they really have to pay for is the servers. But again, the server connectivity is not great. I've had multiple problems with Fall Guys with this though.
Same.
Like there's other games that I've played that I've really never had a server connectivity issue. Helldivers and Arc Raiders, no server connectivity issues yet. Helldivers is crazy because that game's been out for like a year and a half and still never happened. But I'm sure it happens. Just might not have impacted me.
I don't know. I may have to get Helldivers for Christmas and check it out. I mean, it looks pretty cool from what I saw.
Helldivers 2 is what it is, Heather. It's basically Starship Troopers.
Right.
Cooperative,
Mhm.
4-player.
Yes.
That you're on a team that you have to do. You land down in different planets and you have to accomplish certain missions before your timer runs out and you have to evac.
Okay.
But the amount of fucking different enemies that come at you can be insane. It is a fun game and it's challenging and it requires people to communicate well.
So something I do is terrible at.
But I think you guys would like it because I think it'll go on a sale or become free in the next year. Because
I'm
make,
definitely gonna grab it.
yeah, where they make their money is on
hell?
like there's these like in-game currency that you can get to unlock like certain packs that come with different guns and stuff.
Right.
You earn the in-game currency in the game, but you
I love
earn
the
it very
concept.
slowly.
Concept's pretty badass because that opens up a lot of things creatively in terms of what you could change up and styles, and especially
Yeah,
monsters.
well,
and
also the game is not very forgiving, so you aren't like
You're
like
making
a
it sound better and
super soldier or anything. If you get hit, you might be able to take like 2 or 3 hits before you're dead. And if you if you get like, it's kind of cool because if
Like,
you get like
no depth perception on this fucking level.
yeah, same. If you get part of your body like beat up, you'll like hobble and not be able to walk correctly. So you can have to heal yourself. It's
I
pretty
just love
good.
how you're like, okay. Getting knocked
The problem is when they show me those big blocks that you can like jump higher in, I don't know where it starts sometimes,
Yes.
and it fucks me because of that.
Yeah, it fucks the depth perception so much.
I was playing the other day. I was playing Fall Guys. Oh shit! God damn it! Hold on. Woo! All right, get up there. I was playing Fall Guys while we get ready to, I think, play Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, oh, I'm playing. I'm trying to unlock this level or get through this. If I don't respawn, you know, it's because I'm locked in. And then I said, you know, I end up clearing the level. Wait.
I'm looking at the finish line.
I know. So, I said the key is not to panic. And Basement's like, I think that's the fucking strategy for anything in life.
In life, yes.
We're like, yeah. What has it ever been like? All right, step 1. It's really important you panic. But at a fruit shoot.
No, but there's been a lot of like neat multiplayer games that have come out, and I prefer like a co-op experience than a non-co-op experience.
Jackbox is
But-
not the only.
Well,
That's a different genre.
The cool thing, like even with not with Helldivers, but with Arc Raiders, it's co-op. You go up to like the planet above, and you do a lot of scavenging, and you may find other people up there. Whether they're hostile or not depends. So it's pretty.
Depends on
nerve-wracking.
you.
Well, I mean, it's pretty nerve-wracking how it is, but that's like a one where everybody can be friends, or you might get fucked in the ass by other
Just
player
want a
characters.
mango.
But Helldivers and Arc Raiders are similar, relatively similar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I do think
What
Arc Raiders is a better game overall, but they're still good. They're both good.
Oh, that was way too quick. That's not really. Fuck.
Ah man, we gotta get better.
Whenever they load quick, it's when I get concerned.
It's volleyball.
All right, watch us fall.
You can also try one of those Sonic racing games. Apparently they're really good.
Oh my God, those things were so. Oh my! I used to play the All-Star.
Apparently the one of the Sonic racing games was up for Game of the Year.
Oh, it was so much fun.
I had to take it.
Oh, nice. Yep, I got this one over here.
We might have found somebody worse than us.
Wait for it. Fuck you, Invincible.
Look what you're not. Oh, you dirty bitch! Ah. It's alright, it's alright.
Someone needs to stop with the emoticon. I don't give a shit. Just
Oh,
run.
get it, get it.
keep the
I'll get
ball
this
on
one.
their side.
Alright, you got it.
I get this one too.
Focus on defense. Oh,
Just so you guys can focus on anything coming in. Oh boy.
No! Nothing more?
spike that bitch.
Yeah, wait, we're fine. Oh, you
No.
fuck!
Oh god!
Cokes.
Alright, there's 3 though. So we're good.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Volleyball champions of the world.
Finally. After playing this for 5 times in a row. Nice.
Yeah, we're good.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
It's fine.
15 to 4.
Oh,
Victory!
so that means we're down to the final level.
And we got first place too, I think.
Get out of here, you scum.
Hi, scum.
This is gonna be bad. There's only 2 squads.
Yeah, I figured it was
Yep.
that shit. Okay.
Extraterrestrial.
Spread out.
Is this the one that has levels or the one
Nope.
that...
One.
Oh, okay.
It's the one level, but the walls.
Alright, here we go. Time to get fucked. They do regenerate though. Don't,
Jumping around.
you know, don't,
Jump up to get down. Put your dick on the ground.
God, I got stuck there for a second and go, oh, okay. It's,
Get away from me, Eagle.
yeah, kind of, oh, you dirty bitch.
The walls are starting to get closer already.
Break the walls down.
Jericho! Oh, shit. Oh, you fucking owl bitch.
You fucking owl bitch.
Doodah, doodah. Come off.
This goddamn bird of prey.
Yep, that's what
Oh fuck, man! It's just outside.
happens. The walls be surrounding us now. Basically, you out?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
Watch out, it's gonna go there. It's
Oh
gonna take
shit,
all
no!
the-
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, we still got JD Vance.
Do we?
Yeah, it's running around. There you
We
go.
did.
Right into the fucking wall. Piece of shit.
Well, it lasted longer than us.
Alright, time to
You
report
look
all.
at the wall and just run into it. It's not you.
I mean, that was me.
I was watching.
Alright, we can call it here. Do you want to do one more or we good?
I think we're good, right?
What?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
ready. I think I'm good. I'm good.
Sounds good. Well, I think it's going to wrap it up here. Yeah, we are free my everything. Thank y'all for tuning in, popping by. Tomorrow, question mark? Not sure. This week's going to be
Question
weird with
mark.
obviously Thanksgiving. So just stay tuned. Hit that bell so you know if I won't go live again. who knows what you might see in store in the future here in the channel. So, yeah. Anything else, guys? Gals?
No. Who knows, man? It might be Cyberpunk or what was the game you were playing? Fucking Terrifier.
No.
Oh
Outlast.
God, that one too.
Outlast.
Oh, God, no.
So many
Outlast.
games I gotta
Actually,
get back into.
Yeah, we gotta switch things up. Well, we'll see. Anyway, thanks y'all for tuning in. We'll catch you on the flip side. So, peace out, Home Scouts. Whoop.
Home skip.